Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone, especially to my lecturer, Madam Nurul Aini binti Sairuni, and to group project to Nur Shania Natasha binti Sheril Adam, Nur Shafika binti Ruslan, and Nur Hanisa binti Ishaq. My name is Ahmad Abdullah bin Muhammad Nordin. I am from DIM 0401 and I am from Tact Production. In my team, in my production, I am as a project manager, and I would like to talk about my company. So Tact Production was established for task subject for from management and multimedia project management, MPM, and code subject. This TMM 3154, and then this company came up with the name Tact Production. And next, about my company logo, is based from words Tact Production. And thanks so much to our web designer and our group member for because has been designed our company logo. My name is Ahmad Abdullah bin Muhammad. I am as a project manager in my group, in my team production. So I am person who has the overall responsibility for the successful planning, design, controlling, and closure of a project. And then I am the person has checked the whole project, the whole team progress. And thanks to my group project, because trust to me for give me a job title as a project manager.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hanisa binti Ishaq. I am the secretary of the group. Secretary responsible to ensure meetings and are effectively organized minutes. I am also maintaining effective records and administration, communication and co-responsible.
Okay, I want to talk about video editor. Benefit of digital video editing when it's come to modern video production efficiency. A lot goes into the post-production process. It is the area of production where not only we get to play with the raw footage, but we also get to make a discussion in what the final video will look like. But advancement in video technology has made editing a far more accessible and efficient process. Here are just a few ways that a digital video editor can a whole new level of capability when editing your project. Okay, faster access and organization. Sometimes an entire video can be variety while editing. This can be done by taking raw footage and using it as material to tell a story. Unlike the film editing of all, digital video editing allow for both a faster and more creative process. The video editor can take all of the raw footage and organize them on one convenient computer timeline. Our footage is organized into various digital folders. The digital video editor then grabs whatever clip they need without having to move dry bins and bins of film. The digital video editor can finish your desired project at a productively faster pace.
My name is Nurshana Natasha Muhammad Syaril Adam, and I'm going to present myself as a web designer for Tact company. So a web designer is someone who is both creative and technically inclined and use both these attributes to build all redesigned websites. The web designer has the ability to understand what is needed to make a website functional and easy to use, but at the same time, make it aesthetically appealing to the user. Web design is a relatively new industry, having been created with the advent of the internet, and is gaining popularity in particular over the last 10 years. As digital media has become a major part of many people's life. Most people rely on the web for their communications, information, shopping, social life, and more. The demand for web designers has been growing rapidly, and the industry is currently considered a good one with relation to job prospects and future growth. A web designer's main job is to design a web page. There's a lot to consider in design of websites, which may not be immediately apparent when looking at the web page for the first time.
Alright, so next I want to talk about my company email. Alright, so this is my company email, Tact Production at gmail.com, and any inquiries like info about my team, about my production, you all can contact us with this email.
This is company YouTube channel.
Alright, so next I want to talk about my company Facebook, my production team Facebook. You can search at Facebook with username Tact Production, and at our Facebook you can search, you can see anything about my project team progress, which is video, shooting, anything about my production team. And you can, and I will post anything what my production team do.
So this is Instagram platform for Tact Production, TACTPRODUCTION, Tact Production.
I am the one who manage the blog. The blog I'm using is Blogspot. Inside of the blog, I write about introduction about us, group profile, and I also updated week by week about our progression in this project.
This is our chatting group using platform Telegram to discuss about our company and our client. We also using platform Google Meet to see our response on our discussions.
Alright, so next I want to talk about my storyline, and I think I want to should take almost 10 or more scene for my shoot, for my video. And for scene 1, I think I want to record the store owner and start from outside and into the store, and I use movement technique for first scene. And for second scene, the cook takes the Maggi for preparation, and I choose movement technique. Too. And for scene 3, the cook turns on the fire, and I want use push in technique for this scene. And for scene 4, I want to shoot Maggie in the pot. I want to use flyover technique. And for scene 5, I want to take the bowl. I want to use movement technique. And then for scene 6, I want to shoot a place. I want to shoot a place material, and Maggie, I want to use tilt technique. And for scene 7, I want to use shoot gravy, and I want to use pullback technique. And then for scene 8, I want to shoot the cook. I want to shoot a cook serving or delivering food to the customer, and I want use movement technique too. And for scene 9, I want to shoot overall food, and I want to use a horizontal slide technique. And then for the last one, I think I want shoot the customer is eating, and I want use to pull back movement. I want to use a pullback technique.
I created my storyline based on how people creating a cinematic video on YouTube. The first scene is I recorded a person entering the restaurant by using slow motion technique. The second scene, I recorded a cooker cooking michelot with the slow motion technique. The third scene, I recorded a waiter walking while he holding the plate using the B-roll techniques. On the fourth scene, I recorded around the plate of michelot using the time-lapse technique. On the fifth scene, I recorded the steam of the michelot with the slow motion technique. On the sixth scene, a person is lifting their noodles. I'm choosing the slow motion technique. On the seventh, that person is eating the michelot. I also using the slow motion technique. And the final scene, the person that eating the michelot thumbs up their like this. And also around the walker around the michelot also did the same thing.
Okay, I want to talk about storyline video editor. Record 1 talk to the shop owner about how to make different noodles. Record 2 start boiling meat and chicken. Zoom technique. Record 3 input soup. Zoom technique. Record 4 put ginger. Zoom technique. Record 5 glove insert. Zoom technique. Record 6 put a sauce. Zoom technique. Record 7 mix wheel. Zoom technique. Record 8 test it. Zoom technique. Record 9 put the noodles, vegetable, vermicelli inside. Zoom technique and slow motion technique. Record 10 remove boilish material. Zoom technique and slow mo technique. Record 11 prepare a bowl and place the ingredient. Zoom technique and slow motion technique. Final recording describe the meaning with the appropriate material, for example lemon, pepper powder and anything. Technique slow motion.
So this is my storyline. I'm going to make like we arrive to the restaurants. So since scene 1 started when we enter the restaurant and see around the restaurant and shoot the menu for michelot using slow motion and zoom in technique. For scene 2, we using technique handheld and B-roll for video buying a michelot from the restaurant. Scene 3, we're going to take a shot we prepare a bowl for Micheluk using zoom in and out technique. Using zoom in and zoom out technique. Scene 4, we record the Micheluk served in a bowl and lift the noodle with a fork. Scene 5, slow motion move while shot to the soup of Micheluk, the soup inside the bowl. And scene 6, showing all the ingredients for Micheluk and how to serve it right, like the for example, the chili flakes, the seasoning, and the others. And the final scene, I'm going to use zoom out or time lapse techniques. Slowly walk out from the restaurants. So that's it.